Hey everybody, welcome to TechMark Gaming. In today's video, I'm gonna be unboxing and reviewing the official PlayStation Portal carrying case from PlayStation and PowerA. Now, this is great for gamers out there who's been looking for an official carrying case directly from PlayStation. On top of that, we're gonna test its durability against other cases, and we're gonna take a look at its features. Now, before I get into the video, be sure to smash that like button and comment below and tell me what games you're playing on the PS5 or PlayStation Portal, and subscribe to TechMark Gaming so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself if you haven't already. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get into it. If you want to know what comes inside the box, then I got you. All you have to do is turn around the case and you're going to pull back these two tapes, which is going to release the packaging around the case. And the last thing that you want to do is carefully break the tab, which is going to give us full access to the case. Now, for my first impressions with picking this case up, it's really light in the hands, and I gotta say, the case itself definitely feels a lot more protective than any other case that I actually purchased in the past. The hard shell sounds like this, and if I try to put any force on the case, it feels really solid. I'm honestly impressed with the design. And we have an embedded logo on the case, and once we turn it around, you can see that we have some feet, which is going to keep the back off the surface of a table, and the back has the same protective material as the front. The zippers itself is pretty decent. It has a pleather texture to it, so it's easy to open and close the case, and we're going to test that out later in the video. Now, if we take a look at the handle, it's a pretty basic multi-threaded fabric, which is going to get the job done. I would have liked to see them add a little bit more character to it, maybe adding a PlayStation logo or something that says maybe PlayStation Portal, but that's just me. Now, unlike any other case that I reviewed on this channel, we have a pass-through charging insert, which is going to allow you to charge the Portal while it's sitting inside the case. You can open this tab and you can also close it. Now we're going to take a look inside the case. I'm going to pull back the zippers, which is easy to open. I'm not sure what they did with the zipper design, but I like this. And as you guys can see, we have a pretty solid presentation. We have two Velcros to hold the PlayStation Portal in place, and we have some deep grooves so the PlayStation Portal can sit inside. And for the storage pouch, it's on top of the flap, which is being held down by two premium Velcro straps that's going to keep everything in place. If we dig deeper into the case, we have a message that says, hey, if this has any defects, you have a 2-year warranty. Just contact the supplier and they're going to replace it for you. Now, the material inside the case is a really nice and soft microfiber material. This is how it sounds. Now, for the grooves that the PlayStation Portal is going to sit in, they feel pretty deep, so it seems like they gave you a little bit more room just in case you have some cases or if you have some additional accessories. Don't worry, I'm gonna go ahead and test that out for you guys in this video. The Velcro straps are pretty stretchy. They seem high quality, which is gonna last you for a decent amount of time and uses. Now, if we take a look at the storage compartment, you can see that we have some stretchy material, which is gonna keep the accessories in place, which is great because I have battery banks, headphones, different type of dongles that I like to travel with, so this will be interesting to test out for you guys. At the top of the case, you have some additional molding for the PlayStation Portal to be able to breathe while inside the case. Next, we're going to go ahead and do a PlayStation Portal fit test. I'm going to remove it from my RGB charging dock, and if you watch my previous video, you know that we have a dongle that's inside the PlayStation Portal, so we're going to see if we can just put this inside the case without it hindering anything. Now, as you guys can see, if you put the PlayStation Portal down, you have to adjust these Velcro straps in order to put this in place correctly. We can just pull it down the latch, and we're going to go ahead and secure the screen by putting both Velcros on the latch. Now we can close up the case, and we have a lot of room that we can still work with, so the dongle does not hinder anything, which is a good thing. And we can easily zip up the case and go on about our day. For the gamers out there who like to use Bluetooth headphones with their Portal, then you know having a dongle at the back of your PlayStation Portal is essential, so we're going to see how this fits inside the case without having to remove it. So just like last time, we're going to go ahead and put this inside the case, and as simple as that, put the Velcros and attach it so we can secure everything. As you guys can see, we have a little bit of room here, but we can still close down the case and zip it up and still go on about our day. Now we're going to see how the pass-through charging feature works. So as you guys can see, I have a Anchor battery pack that I'm now using with the PlayStation Portal. I'm going to insert my USB-C cable, and I'm going to put the other one through the case by opening up the door, and we're going to insert the cable. Then you're going to put this inside the PlayStation Portal. Then you're going to turn it around and adjust the cable so it can fit correctly. And as you guys can see, you can easily put the portal inside the molding. And now we're charging with the PlayStation Portal inside the case. We can go ahead and turn off the screen, pull it down the flap, and we're going to secure it with the 2 Velcros, close up the case, and we can easily zip it up. And now you can see that we have a closed, secure PlayStation Portal inside the case while it's charging through the pass-through. And we can easily unzip the case as well if we want to get access to the PlayStation Portal. And if you want to use it, just take it off the charger. Now there's another way that you can charge up the portal, and that's just having the battery bank inside of the case while you have it zipped up. So it's easy to do that. Just plug in the battery bank and a USB-C cable to the PlayStation Portal. Then you're going to go ahead and strap the PlayStation Portal inside the case securely. Then you're going to pull down the flap and put the battery bank inside of the storage compartment, and you're going to close up the case. Simple as that. You can now have a PlayStation Portal charging while you're on the go. Next, we're going to go ahead and do an accessories fit test. I have my Apple earbuds and I have my AirFly Pro dongle just in case I want to use some Bluetooth headphones. I have my Anchor battery pack, and honestly, this fits pretty well inside of this storage pouch just because it has a little bit of room at the bottom of this. And I'm going to get my USB-C cable so I can charge up the portal with that battery bank. Closing the case is pretty simple. As you guys can see, just before we zip it up, you can see that we have some space there. Now, in most cases, I would recommend that you take some things out of the case just so it won't damage the portal. But it seems like Sony and PowerA thought about this, so they added a little bit more room at the top so we can still zip up the case and game on the go. Next, we're going to go ahead and do a case test. So if you have a silicone or a hard shell case around your PlayStation Portal and you want to see if this fits inside the case, then I got you. So as you guys can see, I have a kickstand case that I had in my previous videos that I'm going to install on the PlayStation Portal. And as you guys can see, once I put it inside the case, it's not necessarily fitting inside the mold like it normally would if we didn't have a case on there. So I'm gonna still go ahead and try to secure this down. I'm gonna put the Velcros on there and I'm gonna go ahead and zip up the case. And as you guys can see, it still zips up. Honestly, it's not the most secure fit, but this still works. You can also put some more accessories in there. I won't recommend that you put a battery bank in there just because we don't have much room to work with. But if you have different cables or different dongles, that works. Finally, I'm gonna go ahead and do a case comparison. So as you guys can see, I have my Orsley case, and this looks pretty similar to the official PlayStation Portal case. Now I gotta say, the texture and the durability is not the exact same though. It's a lot more softer, but it still protects it. And if we take a look at the zippers, I'm a big fan of it because it adds a little bit more character to it, and I think Sony could have did the same thing. Now, if we compare these two cases with the Adobe case, this is a really solid design. I'm a big fan of the material and the handle. It has some grip to it, so it makes it easier to carry when you're on the go. And the zippers have some character as well. As you can see, it says Adobe, and this is pretty solid. The last case that we're going to take a look at is the Skull & Co carrying case. Now this has a really solid and durable design. The handle looks exactly like the official PlayStation Portal carrying case, and I had it for a couple of months and I haven't had any issues. Now, if we take a look inside the case, this looks really similar to the actual PlayStation Portal case. So as you guys can see, we have a pouch and we have some Velcro, which is going to hold all of your accessories and the portal in place. And at the top, you have some cutouts for your analog sticks. They're not as deep as the official case. And taking a look inside the Adobe carrying case, you can see that we have some storage at the bottom, which is going to allow us to have our dongles, any type of other accessories that we might need. And if we take a look at the top, you can see that we have a dedicated pouch that has a zipper, so we can put our other cables or whatever we want inside of that. And if we take a look inside the Orsley case, you can see that we have a similar design, but we have a little bit more organization, so you can store some more accessories at the bottom half of the case. And at the top half, you have your own storage compartment just like the Adobe case, but it's in all black, so it's all about personal preference. At the end of the day, I'm super excited to see that PlayStation is actually giving the PlayStation Portal some attention, even if they have to partner up with another company. If you guys are interested in this official PlayStation Portal carrying case, then I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description. And if you guys want to see me take this outdoors and game on the PlayStation Portal with my T-Mobile Hotspot with a travel router, then I'll go ahead and leave a card in the top right corner of this video. And if you found this video valuable, be sure to smash that like button and comment below and tell me what games you're playing on the PS5 or PlayStation Portal, and subscribe to Techmark Gaming if you haven't already, so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Deuces.